Hi FlossTube, I'm Jane.
And I'm Amelia.
And we're here to talk to you about our March crafting activities. Today is the 5th of April, it's Sunday. It's a beautiful day, so we're outside today. So let's get started. Might start with my finishes that I completed during March. So the first one is this one. Oh, I didn't bring that paper again. Normally I bring the cardboard to hold things up. Anyway, we'll see how we go.
I'll be your cardboard.
So that is the Quilting Bee by the Blue Flower. I finished this on 36 count weeks fabric. I think it was straw. Might have been parchment.
I don't know.
Can't remember. Anyway, it's a really great colour. I wasn't, I find the fabric a little bit loose to stitch on, so I do pull quite tight, so I had to just watch my tension a little bit with this one. But I think it looks great on this colour. Can't wait to get it framed, but my frame shop's closed at the moment, obviously, with everything that's going on, so
With the coronavirus.
We'll just wait and frame a whole bunch of stuff when things get back to normal.
At least stuff calm down a bit.
Yeah,
Not
because
like
I've
get back
got
to normal, 'cause I'll be
in
all
here
the
all
time.
my finishes, so Woolen Flax, the Jane Marshall and the Quilting Bee. I've had a few Instagram comments and likes on my Jane Marshall, which is this one here. This was the Hands Across the Sea release, and I changed all of the colours on this. So if you do want to know my colour conversion, I've listed it out on my Instagram, which is @JaneCurrie, JaneCurrie. And if you see the picture that's got this on it and you scroll through a couple of the photos, I've listed out section by section what colours I used. So I had finished that last month, but again, can't get that one framed yet either. And then also during March, something a bit different. You can talk about this.
This is a sewed bunny. She went to classes at a shop called Stitch, and she got all the materials like these felt down here. That's the inside of the jacket, and there, and there's like fish pattern on the ear.
Yeah, so this was a class at a shop called Stitch, where we were doing this, making Luna Lappin. So you can buy this book, and it's got all the it's obviously got the pattern for the rabbit, and then patterns for all different clothing. So she's obviously a female rabbit, and so there's dresses and jackets and scarves and pajamas. And
I liked the jacket, but we found like a really nice felt that I like, kind of like that color.
Yeah,
The
so
case color.
Amelia loves rabbits, so when we were at the store and she saw this and saw that there was a class, she asked if I would take the class. Now, I'm not particularly great at sewing, but the rabbit was all hand sewn. So that I was...
Not all of it.
Well,
Most of it.
Except for the ears. The rabbit, I'm talking, not the clothes.
Part of the rabbit.
Yeah, I know, but most of, pretty much all the rabbit was sewn by hand.
Yeah, okay.
So I was comfortable that I'd be able to do that. I just needed to know how to do it and in what order and how to assemble it. But the clothes, you needed a machine. So the girls at the shop sewed the clothes for me.
Because she was not that good at it.
And he's got like a little tail that pops out the back of his jeans.
You can take the clothes off, but...
Yeah, so this is really easy to make. I've stuffed him fairly firmly.
But that arm is bigger than that arm, if you can see.
And what are you calling him?
Well, because I like the singer Hugh Jackman, and the Jackrabbit is a rabbit, I named it Hugh Jackrabbit.
This is Hugh Jackrabbit. So I did buy some more felt. So he's made out of wool felt. And yeah, I brought some more felt to make 2 more rabbits.
One for Ethan and one for you.
Yeah. So I'll probably make another boy one and
But
maybe
you
a
prefer
girl
the
one.
fox. You prefer the fox though.
Really easy to make once you get your confidence up. So haven't really delved into this sort of a thing before, so but I was really happy with how it turned out.
She can make square and rectangular shapes, but she can't just make round sort of shapes.
Yeah. So anyway, that's something a little bit different.
So where am I going to put him?
Oh, I'll put him over here. So
Maybe
that
put
was
him
out
on
of
my lap.
this book.
I can put him on my lap.
Okay. And then my husband very kindly got me this one, which is Sewing
Friends.
Luna's Friends. And I've got on order the felt for the fox because, as everybody who watches my channel knows, I love foxes.
But I like rabbits.
And Amelia's keen on the badger.
It kind of looked a bit tricky because it has to change colour down here.
Yeah, that's okay. So you can order this online, probably lots of places, but the girl who made all these is Sarah Peel, and she's got a website called Cool Crafting. She's based in the UK, and you can buy the patterns and the books and all the materials that you need from her website. So I've got some things on order from her as well, because in here there's different jackets that I'd like to try to make, and
The badger's name was Freddie.
yeah, so
Had a look at it.
that was another finish for the month. Now on to...
Wait, you didn't finish it because
well,
you need to do
yeah,
the
I know,
buttons.
I've got to do the press studs on the buttons.
But then you're almost done.
Yeah. So back to cross stitch, what did I work on for the month? I started this one.
You never told me about that. Oh yeah, you did.
Do you want to hold this up and say what it is?
The Tired Trio by Plum Street Samplers. They're sloths. Hanging on them. I like sloths. They're slow. That's why Ethan got his name, Ruthless Sloth.
So here's my progress so far.
But I got a worse name.
This was a fabric that was on a table at the Plum Street Sampler Retreat that I went to back in November last year. I think it's Tyco, and I think it's 36 count.
You're not sure?
No, because it didn't have a label on it, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. So it looks, I think it looks good with the sloths. I am going to, I think, finish this as a little pillow, like a
it
little,
is.
yeah,
Yeah. On the thing.
like this.
She's made me a pillow before.
Yes, and I'm going to give it to my sister.
Which one? You have like, no, 6 other ones.
I'm going to give it to my sister Sue
Oh,
for her birthday, I think. I hope she doesn't watch this. Anyway, too bad.
Wait, you've already showed the thing to her, remember? When we were at her house once, and we were in bed and you showed
Yeah.
it to her?
The FlossTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
So
I don't know
nice.
whether she's still watching or not. So yeah, I don't know.
Maybe text her, she might know. She might
Probably.
tell you. Probably not, she's more into sewing, maybe, or knitting.
Probably a couple of more weeks on that and I should be able to get it finished. And I guess that's another reason why it was good doing the rabbit, was because I learned how to sort of stuff and the process of doing all of that. So because I've never made a cushion or anything out of like a little pillow or anything out of my cross stitch. So now I've got more confidence in doing that as well. So that was that. Speaking of the Plum Street Retreat, I did do a little bit of this one.
My early days.
I really love working on this. This is an exclusive pattern that you can get from Linen and Threads. So if you want it, just get in touch with them and they'll send it out to you. It's exclusive with them for the 12 months. And I worked on, I just started this deer over here, so not very much, but I'm definitely past halfway now because I've pretty much done all of this side. And
well, you could do better than what I could do on that.
Really?
I don't think I can do that.
Oh, you will one day.
Yeah.
And I want to change
one day.
the wording which goes up on this side, just to something that means something a bit more to me, but I haven't quite decided what that will be yet. So
I like to stitch.
once I figure that out, I'll need to chart it, and I do want to chart it similar to how
That's charted.
these words are, so similar style. So it's just a matter of trying to find something that I like that's going to fit in that space, and will be easy for me to chart. So yeah, that was that one. Just pop this back in here.
But you still use that.
Yeah, it's great. I love working on the Q-snap.
Isn't it big, or do you change its size?
No, I use the big one on that one, and I've got a smaller one on this one, and I've got an even smaller one than that.
Wow.
And the last, oh no, not the last, the next thing I've been working on is this one.
Matters Choice. It kind of looks black, but it's supposed to be like a dark sea blue, or not.
Don't show the pattern.
Oh my god.
So here's where I'm up to. Well, you're not going to be able to see it because I haven't taken it off the Q-snap, but I've completed right up the top there. So not quite halfway. Probably got to do there's some hearts and some alphabet along here.
Oh yeah, there is.
And yeah, so once I sort of do that, then I'm at the halfway point. So really, this is a great stitch because there's no colour change, obviously.
It's just blue.
Yeah, so it's a nice easy stitch when you don't want to have to think too much. Although having said that, some of, you know, where you've got to stitch, you do have to concentrate a bit there, but I haven't really had to pull out very much. It's going quite well. So, you know, I love this house. It looks fantastic.
I'm cold.
I'm not cold.
I'm cold. It's so windy outside.
Oh, it's breezy. I wouldn't say it's windy. So yeah, really love it. Love the colour. I'm stitching this. What is the colour I'm using for this? The Gentle Art Midnight.
I think you've like almost ran out of it. So you gotta go order some more.
Oh no, I've got another one.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, so I think it'll take, I've got 2 skeins, but I'm thinking I might need a third. It just depends.
On what's going on.
Depends how I go. So yeah, love it. That's my first monochrome
What's a monochrome?
using one colour.
Oh, that sounds pretty boring. Just using one colour all day long.
Yeah, that's alright, I like it. And then the last thing I worked on, which I really thought I'd have finished, like fully finished, which I haven't, was this one.
But it looks good.
Thank you, Amelia.
It looks like it's done though.
It's almost done. It's so close. So
What do you have to do?
just some French knots. So
Okay.
I've got to finish the French knots around that snowflake and around this one, and then it's complete. And then I've got to fully finish it. This goes on a spool.
Yeah, like the spool that you did with the CC rabbits, but
Yeah.
these are CC reindeers, and this one's an ornament,
That's correct. So,
so we can hang it in a tree.
and this was, I had 9 projects on the go at the start of the year, and this was one of the 9. So if I can get this finished, it'll be another one crossed off my list, even though I'm adding new ones to it. But the 9 that I had at the start of the year are ones that I've had around for some time that I haven't finished. So really trying to probably get rid of 5 of those this year. I know I'm going to add new ones, but if I can at least get rid of some of those. Okay, I'm going to hand over to Amelia so she can talk about what she's been working on for this month.
I think it was last weekend. We started this.
I'll wait till you're facing the camera.
This it doesn't look much, but it's gonna turn. Well, it's supposed to turn out like this unicorn. We only did the head, but we haven't like stuffed it yet.
Sit up because we can't see your face. There, that's it.
It's
I'll turn it around for you.
so the cheeks, the eyes, it's like it's sleeping, and the ears were hard, but this was also hard connecting it. But I think like an easier part for me would be to go around the top. See, there might be little holes that you might see, and sew through that.
So that's the next step she's up to now is, so Amelia did all this by herself and this.
That was my most comfortable thing.
You really liked it, didn't you?
Yeah.
And now her next step is
To sew around the top of the head.
yeah, and just leaving the neck open.
Honestly, it doesn't really look like the shape of a unicorn.
No, because there's another bit that goes here.
Yeah, there's much more to it. Uh-oh.
That's okay. So I think she did quite a good job. Look how neat your stitching is.
She helped me though. Only
Well,
a
I
little bit.
threaded your needle and told you how to do it.
But the ears...
The ears and this bit I did,
Yeah, because they were too hard for me.
but Amelia did the cheeks and the eyes. So yeah, do you think you're going to keep working on that this month?
Yeah?
Okay. What else have you got to show?
Oh, yes. Also, last week, we went to Spotlight. We got some fabrics. We got 2 browns, 2 blacks, a white, and a yellow. We got those colors.
What type of fabric is this called?
Felt,
Felt. Very good.
because also Dad got this for us, for Mum, and I had a look at it and I wanted to see which one I liked, and I liked this one, so we got the yellow for the beak and feet, black, white. Why did we get the brown?
To make the satchel.
Oh yeah, the satchel. Like, if you see on the front, the raccoon has a satchel on it.
There. So yeah, another felt animal book, and these ones are definitely easier than the rabbits, so I thought Amelia and I could do the penguin together.
I like the koala, the hedgehog, and the reindeer. Honestly, I think the reindeer is really cute. Where do I put this?
Anyway, so now that well, school was meant to finish next Friday,
but it's been cancelled
yeah,
because no one's been there. And on Monday, me, Annabelle, and Mia were the only ones in my whole entire class.
yeah. So we've still been, or the kids have still been going to school because Matt and I are still working full time.
But our school is what they're doing is, so when we go home on school days, they post it on Classroom. Classroom is an app where it's basically an online teaching area, so you're like at home, and it's basically schooling, and they post it on there. It's kind of like YouTube.
Yeah, so this week just gone,
So we get 3 weeks of holidays.
we were finally allowed to work from home. So Matt and I had been working from home since Tuesday, and we had the kids at home doing the online learning. But on Friday they said that next week is cancelled, and they'll just have an extra week of school holidays. Not sure what will happen after school holidays.
But that might mean next time we get an extra week of school. Or 2 or something like that.
I don't think so. I don't think a week's going to matter.
It's just a week, and besides it's Good Friday, and it's a Holy Week. I think it's Holy Week.
It's
Holy Week.
Because it's Easter next weekend.
It is?
Yes.
I ate my bunny too early.
Oh, because Amelia and Ethan both won their class Easter raffles.
So you've given raffles, and then whoever gets the most raffles in your class wins them. Also, my friend Elijah got it. I saw his name in my class.
Cool.
But he's not here. Well, never been here.
So, over Easter, I plan to do some more of, I might make a start on the next rabbit. And then over the next month, these are maybe some of the starts that I might do. I don't know. We'll see how we go. Do you want to hold these up for me? This is what I'm thinking about starting.
Yuletide Shanty.
I really love this.
It looks like a British ship.
Yeah, it looks cool, doesn't it?
Oh wait, it's not a British ship, it's a boat. I mean, no, it's not a boat, it's Santa.
Yeah, it's Santa.
On a boat.
Santa on a ship. And now that I'm confident, I can actually make a drum, so that'll be cool.
Make a drum, boom, 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 boom. Ah! And we'll crack a crumbs. It's a bunny bag, so you sew the bunny, stitch it, and then you like sew it together, and then you put it sew it onto a bag.
So I guess if anyone liked rabbits, they could have that.
Hey!
So that might be some new starts. And maybe this one, because I really love this one.
What?
This is Harriet Elizabeth Coe.
Oh yeah.
This was the one I showed last month, and I couldn't remember who the name of the FlossTuber who has it in the background. And as soon as I finished, of course, I remembered it's Carol Saltbox Stitcher who's got this hanging behind her.
And that's what inspired you to get it?
Yeah.
So you want it hanging behind us everywhere we go?
I really like it. I think it looks great. So maybe...
So we only have like a few more things to show, I guess?
Might make a start on that one, and...
Kitting. I think it says kitting.
And this one as well, maybe. These are sort of... I'm not going to be able to start all of these.
Of course not, because when you start a new project, you're like, what do I do first?
Need to finish some first. This is Anne Womack, 1838, by Shakespeare's Peddler. So I've really enjoyed doing Matta's Choice, which was all in blue. So it'll be nice to do this one, which will be all in red.
Oh, another thingamabob.
Monochrome. And I think that's about it.
Yeah, that's all we got.
I didn't get as much stitching done this month. Work has been really